On my Tidbits this week, I wanted to talk a little bit about FSBOs, which is for sale by owner. So if you are a seller and you are deciding that I can save myself some money and sell this house on my own, the track record is that you will sell yourself short and get up to 26% less on your selling price because you did not choose to go with a qualified, experienced agent. So that's a lot of money, and based on what you would pay an agent, which is significantly less than 26%, that would be a huge improvement to your bottom line in terms of what you can get for your house. So I ran into that today, rather yesterday. Somebody decided they were going to sell their house on Facebook and start showing it to agents that expressed inquiries or had, questions about the property. So I received a phone call. And the seller thought that they would save that commission and just sell it themselves. In a seller's market, what you're missing out on by doing that is you're advertising locally on a Facebook page for people who are on Facebook, for people who live in that particular area, and you're very much limiting your market. So as an agent, I can provide a wide range of exposure. So that means off Cape and on Cape. As a member of Keller Williams, I belong to 2 MLSs, actually 3 MLSs. Keller has their own MLS that goes worldwide. They're the largest international realty company in the world. But I also belong to the Cape MLS, which is where most of the agents are going to look to sell and buy properties for their clients. To look for the buyers. But I'm also a member off Cape, so I can advertise that property in locations in Eastern Mass and Western Massachusetts. So it's in your best interest to find an agent who has all of those capabilities. I've also run into situations where a buyer may be downsizing and they're selling their house off Cape and they're using the same agent to sell their house on Cape. And that particular agent may not be a member of the MLS on Cape, and therefore you're missing out on that exposure to all of the agents on the Cape who may not look off Cape for a property. So by allowing your home to be marketed in that wide range, MLS is a huge range, you're getting all the potential buyers. So besides just MLS and agents who are accessing it, you are enabling your house to be shown on Zillow and Realtor.com and Trulia and all of the other marketing tools that are used to inform everybody that your house is available. So a FSBO doesn't necessarily have that wide range. They can do certain things on their own. But the other big thing, besides the bottom line and the price, which seems to be everybody's priority, is also liability. So as an agent, I am protected under the umbrella of Keller Williams. I'm also trained to do my best job and to do everything in your best interest. And I represent the seller, or as a buyer, I represent the buyer. So as a seller without an agent, you have no umbrella, all the liability falls on you. And that can mean a lot of things. I'm just trying to think of examples of what that liability might mean. But if you are aware of something and you do not disclose it when asked, and the buyer can prove that you knew in advance and you lied about it, that's one thing. They can sue you for that, and that's all of your liability. If there is something, anything can go wrong in a closing, anything can go wrong in a house sale. By having a qualified agent who's asking questions and doing due diligence for you, you're protecting your investment and you're protecting your liability. So I don't want to get into a lot of detail about that, but it's just one more thing to think about when you go to list your house. So if you have any questions about listing a property, if you want to know more about what some of those liabilities are, this doesn't even touch upon all the other things I do or any agent will do for you in terms of selling your house besides marketing. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of prep work. There's a lot of post work. to get to closing, we are busy every day doing things on your property, waiting for the mortgage and following up on all kinds of things. So as a seller agent, I do all of that for you. You just, get to sit back and relax, hopefully, and know that you're being well taken care of. So that's my tidbit for today. Get a good qualified agent to list your property. Have a good one, everybody.